Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Long time no see. It's been since Monday morning since I've seen you. Just been busy listing a lot. Ran into Mike. What's up, Mike? From Indy out there thrifting. I told him I have been listing a lot. Right now, you got to be pumping out that spring and summer, and that's my gig. You know, I hoard all that stuff in my storage unit. Now I'm pumping it out. So let's pack some orders. Hopefully there's some new things to you. Like always, thanks for coming in. If you have any questions, always leave them below. All right, let's go. We have, oh my gosh, every platform's been decent. This is a couple days of selling, so it's not like one day. But I'll tell you right off the bat, Poshmark 5, Depop 7, Mercari 4, eBay like 18. So pretty much doubling my eBay sales, like always. What's up, Tam? No, what's up? Because I'm cross-listing. Juliet, good morning. Speed Racer, long time no see. No, what? Did you buy that Kuji last night off K-Ways Live? I think it was you, right? I think it was you. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm actually doing a Polo Ralph Lauren pickup here in a little bit, so I'll go kind of fast today. One of my friends was at a garage sale or an estate sale and snap some photos of some really cool polo. I'll put it on my Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, really good stuff. This is a made in the USA tag, just like that last one from my older, my Monday live, same tag. This is just a fleece Polo Ralph Lauren, sold for $38.70. Again, Nifty sale. So cross listing and then Nifty sending out an offer, hooked it up, saved the day. So if you're wondering about that, you got to do it. Try it for free in my link or on surfsupfinance.com. Great show, Surfsup. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, it was fun. So my whatnot on Sunday, someone was like, when's your next whatnot? I'm like, probably like 6 months. But yeah, they're good. I like doing them. I like talking to you guys, and I like not having to take pictures of women's clothing. No TikTok, Amy D. No TikTok. I got a lot to pack, and I got to meet somebody for a pickup. No, it wasn't me. Know what? I swear there was a name. If you guys were on K-Ways whatnot, remember that Kuji? It went to a know what. I swear it did. Good morning. What's up, Richie Rich? Let's see. Good morning from North Georgia. I know, Amy. I do have some boxes though for you. Amy, I saw you in the whatnot last night with our perverted minds. All right. Paid $5.99 for that Polo Ralph Lauren. Any Polo Ralph Lauren that's special, that's a zip fleece made in the USA. You guys already know you got to just pick that up. You just got to pick it up. Next item, make sure it's going to the right person. I've had this for a very long time. In fact, I did the Photoshop thing where you like put this on a white background. Real ugly. It's just a polo by Nike. It's a tour performance. Nothing special at all. Sold for $15.99. So if you can find Nike polos for cheap, consistently sell basic ones for $16, let's do it. Good morning from Ohio, Kentucky. Oh, Ohio, Kentucky. So you're down there probably near Cincinnati. How many did you list a day when you started selling 1% in your store? My goal, Sierra, is to sell 1% of my store. That's my goal, 1 to 2% of my store a day. And now it's not just on eBay. So if you look at my eBay, it's not going to be 1%. It's across all the platforms, right? So when, to be honest, when I had like 1,000 items, I started having that mindset after about 1,000 items. Are you still picking up Canali suits? It just depends, Tam. It has to be a newer Canali with a good pattern on it. I see Canali all the time that I pass. I see Canali often. I pass it up. It's got to be a newer label Canali. Usually they're like a silver label. It's got to be a good pattern, good color. Usually I find them, they're mostly 100% wool. Nate, what's up? Gonna run track and field next month. Let's go. You can always count on me to add a little spice to the chat. I know, right? That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, girl. All right. Whoa, got rid of my eBay. Okay, next item is going to be a Grayson with a hit on the sleeve. Grayson Floral, or not on the sleeve, right here. I'm down here like TikTok's going, it's not. Right here, Grayson, just a polo shirt is what it is. Sold for $23.99. That's what my Grayson sold for. It was listed for probably just like a week or so. Some dude on Facebook keeps notifying me saying he is you. Wants me to invest 200 minimum suggested, 2,000 to make money later. Yeah, I hear about, I see those people like, guys, you know if it's me or not. I'm never going to message you about anything like that. Usually it's like investing crypto or some crazy thing like that. Just report those people. Just report them because they're fake. They're fake. Next item is a green Polo Ralph Lauren belt. It sold for $42 to Lori. $42 to Lori. I paid under 20 for that. Under 20 for that. Already packed those up. All right, let's see. Good morning, Miss Ware. Long Island, New York in the house. Let's go, Long Island. Morning, first time catching a live. Always watch the replay. Tim, what's up? Thanks for popping in. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Jay Bogey, what's up? Wayne, and he passed him too. Wayne said he passed him too. Yeah, I pass up most canales, Tam. It just, they used to do much better, but most of them I pass up now. Guy on Nifty trying to work through shipping. Yeah, you just have to finagle it, right? Got to get, it takes like a day. It took me like a day because I also started, when I got Nifty, I also created my Poshmark, created my Depop, created my Mercari accounts. I never listed on those websites, on those platforms. And so I had to figure out the shipping over there. But once you get it, it's easy. I mean, you see how fast I do it. But yeah, Nifty, game changer. Wants to teach how to trade capital. Yeah, don't listen. Now I do invest and I do watch the markets, but I'll never, ever, ever and tell people or advise people on anything like that. I know it depends on the item, but what's the average turnaround time of your items? How often is it needed to change the prices? Okay, so my whiteboard that I got in there, or my new shipping station, that was probably from December, maybe something like that. I don't know, December. And that Grayson, I can see the pictures were on that. So that only took a couple months, probably actually less. This right here, that's my next sale. This bomber jacket, which I'll talk about, this sold on that platform. Almost all these things. So I'm looking within, like, if it's in season, usually within 3 months is what I'm looking at sell through. This is a bomber jacket, leather. So the reason you know it's a bomber jacket has the two big cargo pocket things in the front. And then you're going to look for the cinched up sleeve right there. And then the cinched up bottom. Tam knows she's a Navy girl, but I guess this would be Air Force. But that cinched bottom and that cinched sleeve. It's not a bomber jacket unless it really has those things. You guys can at me and be like, actually, that's not true. But for the most part, that's true. Good morning, Gladys. Yep, it's going on a box. How many do you list per day on average? What's your opinion? What's your opinion on listing a dollar amount in items versus a listing amount? Sierra, I really think it depends. If you're doing clothing, you just have to depend, like, how much are you trying to make? If you're trying to make $200 profit a day, you better be listing $200 of profit items a day, because you're not going to get that unless you list that or more. So it just depends. If you have a couple items that are worth, $200 a piece, then maybe list those two if you're just trying to make $200 a day. But if you have a whole bunch of Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, you might have to list, 10 or 12, whatever a day to get that $200 a day. So it just all depends. It's not a clear-cut answer to that one. Good morning, Granny. What's up, Granny? Good morning from Traverse City, Michigan. What's up, Michigan? I know that city. What brand would be you're beyond happy to find in the men's jeans? Oh, man. Tom Ford jeans, now that I've found a women's pair. But men's jeans, beyond happy, double RL. I just love double RL so much. Double RL is like my fave. This, by the way, sold for, I took a best offer of 50. I was asking a little more. I paid 10. But with it being spring and summer coming up, I decided I got to let this go. I got to let it go. And this is going actually priority. So it's going to go in just a priority box, large box, priority large box. This time of year, what's your must find buy when you find it besides Polo Ralph Lauren? This time of year. So Matt, good question. I'm looking for must finds year round. I don't care what it is, year round. Now, I'm trying to think of some items. There might be some items that I might pass up on more in the winter just because they take up space, like Polo Ralph Lauren cargo shorts. They're like an $18 sale. And sometimes that passes up. And another item during the spring and summer that I might pass up because they don't really sell well in the spring and summer, and I can find them usually year round, are like LL Bean, just regular run-of-the-mill flannel shirts. Those I'll kind of leave behind. But for the most part, if I can make money on it, I'm picking it up. I'm either storing it or I'm listing it. That's what's up. Let me put this on here. Priority. I Jones bought that. All right, thanks, I Jones. How many items should I start with inventory to get traction on eBay? And should I start strictly on eBay or get some other ones going as well to start? Poshmark, Mercari, Nifty, to get Nifty, etc. I would say, Nora, get your eBay up and running. Get to know eBay. Once you get like 100 items listed on eBay, and then you're listing like 5 items at least a day consistently, or however many items a week consistently, then think about getting Nifty. But I would recommend just getting to know eBay. Once you know eBay, then maybe start on Poshmark and then look into getting Nifty. But I'd try to get 100 items up on eBay. You want quality items, quality pictures, and good prices, competitive prices. Don't overprice your items. You must be good luck. I literally just got $110 on a Canali suit. There you go, Tams. I say I don't pick up a ton of Canali. You must have a good one. 110 offer. You better take it and run. Take it and run. Tam, what are you going to do with that offer? Morning, Audra. Depop's been good this week. 1 a day. Let's go. Depop. Yeah. So if you're just joining, 7 items on Depop in the past few days. How about it? And almost all of them are like recent listings. Would you buy vintage Letterman wool jackets for $15? Letterman wool jackets are actually, they're a tough sell because they made so many. The ones I buy are like from the 40s. Trying out some vintage hard goods to switch things up. Yeah, Mother Teresa. I was talking to a fellow thrifter yesterday about, he was looking through ties. I'm like, yeah, you got switch things up. You got to look through different areas. Be able to then roll out a new cart. See if you can find anything that's worth money on that cart that you're willing to pick up. If you guys saw my short the other day, I picked up some really good golf clubs, some fishing poles. And the other day with Bearded, I picked up a huge carbon fiber kayak paddle. So it just depends. And I'll sell those locally. I won't ship those. I'm always looking for something that'll bring money. True hustling. The last 4 days have been in the 70s weather. Yes, Gladys. Same here in Indiana. It's been great. What's up, all you cool kids, Angry Orchard? All right, next item. Tommy Bahama with the hit on the back. You would think this is a K-Way whatnot. Tommy Bahama with the hit on the back. It's actually one of those baseball ones, Spring Training Arizona 2014. You'll see those, the baseball, and they have like spring training on them. But yeah, that sold for $45 and it sold via promoted listing. I took a best offer on it. Of course I'm taking it. Good, Tams. Take that offer. Did I see the eclipse? I didn't. I did not see the eclipse. I didn't even hear about an eclipse. What the heck? We did have like a perfect eclipse in Carmel. What was that? 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago, spring break. We had a perfect view of the eclipse where I live in Carmel, Indiana. It was crazy. You guys remember that. All right. Is it worth listing below market value when starting selling? That way you get some more reviewers and customers. Greg, I mean, you don't want to lose money on your items. It just depends what items you have too. If you have if you have a Coogee sweater, you don't have to list this below market. You can list this right at market and wait for the right person. And then if you feel like it's not selling quick enough, you can lower the price. But yeah, just you don't want to lose money. And then if it's a very saturated market item, like a Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirt, which I'll always talk about because there's thousands of them out there, maybe you want to lower the price to get some sales rolling in. Did I start boost down Depot? No, Audra. I have been so freaking busy lately. That's because I haven't been messaging a whole lot over there either. And today I'm so busy. I'm doing this quick. Gonna try to do it quick, and then I have to go pick up some. I have 3 errands to run. Got tired of searching for inventory, so I'm making my own now. There you go. I'm tired. I got tired of searching for inventory, so I'm making my own now. What? Thrifty inventory system. Otter. What did I say? Oh, Orchard. My bad. Angry Otter. What's up, Angry Otter? I can't read. Talk to me about the Big E on modern Levi's. Does it add value? So the Big E on modern Levi's probably does add a little value, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I found a Big E on modern Levi's. It's just like a repop of it. What I would be looking at, is it a Big E and does it have is it selvage denim? So look at the stitching. If it's selvage denim, then you're going to be looking at more money. If it's a Big E and just regular stitching at the bottom hems, then it's going to be just not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Good morning, JD. I took an offer on a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren sportsman jean jacket for $160. Bought it for $750. Let's go. Polo Ralph Lauren is just the bomb for forever. For forever. Who even are you, bro? What's up, Trisha? What's up, Trisha? All right, next item. It is a jacket, women's North Face jacket. Really nice jacket. Bought this, I don't know, probably $14.99 because that's what they're charging at Goodwill now for these North Face. Sold it for $45. This is going out ground. And I'm going to put it in a bag. Good morning from South Carolina. Let's see. I've been successful on eBay with hard goods, just starting with men's clothing. I'm wanting to expand to other platforms. Which would you recommend to start first? Amy, I consistently get the most sales on Poshmark after eBay for clothing. So I did do really well this week on Depop and Mercari, but usually, if you watched any of my lives lately, those sites have not been good. So I would do Poshmark next after eBay. Good question. Making sure this is going to Monica. It is. Monica. Price with market, you can always come down and go up, and can't go up. Yeah, I agree with Angry Otter. Yeah, price it with market. If it's an item you think someone want, price it with the market. You can always go down, can't go up. I like that. Yep. Like I was saying, if you're not happy with it, if you're stale, if you want to get that thing sold, then drop it. Slow week here may take this jump to crossless. Mother Teresa. Again, sold 18 things on eBay, and then 7 on Depop, 5 on Poshmark, 4 on Mercari. So that goes to show you. Trust me, I was in that camp of not cross-listing either for a long time. But Nifty makes it super easy. Make an inventory to sell instead of searching all day. Oh, making inventory to sell instead of searching all day. I got you. Anna, what's up, Miller? I'm a new seller on eBay, Mercari, Posh, and Depop since January 1st. Congratulations. Welcome to our world. I'm averaging one sale a day. Any suggestions on how to bump up my sales? List more. I know it sounds really redundant. List more and good pictures, good items, good prices. That's all there is to it. You do that, you're going to do well. I actually talked to a lady this week. She thrifts for her son and his wife. They have a full-time thrifting business, and the mom thrifts for them. She said their sales have been up 25% this year. My mouth dropped because February was slow for me. So just list. They say they list like 100 items or so a day between the two of them. So just list good items, good prices, all that stuff, and you'll get more sales. I'm getting nothing but scam messages on Poshmark. Have you had those issues? Greg, when I first started, I would get those. Poshmark, all those platforms, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, tons of scam messages. I just ignore them. Once you've been selling on there a while, I don't get them anymore. Here is a Vineyard Vines performance. I talk about these often in my videos or on my lives. Vineyard Vines, this is on the go. It'll say OTG. Little acronym stands for on the go performance Vineyard Vines polo shirt. These always sell for me. Sold it for $22.99 via promoted listing. I'm promoting at 9% right now. Mercari is great for plush, but not huge for anything else. Yeah, I had 4 sales over there. 4 sales on clothing. Yeah, Bearded does a lot of plush over there. Listing 8 a day, Anna. Yeah, that's good. Listing 8 a day, and you're selling one. You're selling 1 out of the 8 items you're listing a day. That's actually pretty good, I think. Yeah, Yikes 100. That's not me either. Now it's like tech and sports level, but there's 2 of them. Megan, what's up? How do you handle family not supporting what you do? Then they think it's just garbage. You just have to show them that you're making money. You have to show them that, look how much money I'm making. And guess what? I'm going to, with this money, at first, can be like, I'm going to take us to a nice dinner, or I'm going to pay for a weekend vacation with this money. And they'll be like, ooh, you can do more of that because I like that. That's what I would do. But if you have stuff sitting around and you're not making money, you're not going to get a lot of support, I don't think. Good morning. What's up, Mike? I was talking about you earlier. Thanks for the support. I'm thankful for people who teach and encourage the newbies. Yeah, for sure. There's always new people. I have to remember there's always new people. And I sit around, I talk about the same items often. I talk about Nifty and the importance of cross-listing. I talk about all that stuff often because there are always new people. All right, here's a Suit Supply. This is wool. I wish it were linen, but it's not. It's a Suit Supply blazer. I'll show you what the label looks like with Suit Supply. There's the label. Hopefully you get a better look. There you go. Suit Supply, and it's wool. If it were linen, it'd probably bring 100. It sold. I took a best offer of $65. Paid $7.99. So I'm going. I'm fine with that. And what I do, I roll these. Someone asked me the other day. I roll them up like a burrito. I put them in a padded flat rate envelope. That's how I ship all my blazers. Never had a complaint. Never had anyone message me. Nothing. Picked up a men's XL Roback all over print, $6.99 in the kids section. There you go. Yep, see, I was talking to that same lady who picks up for her kids. She gets the women's clothing for her kids, and she says she finds men's stuff in the women's section all the time, which is great. Yeah, Anna said, I've had those family members say the same, stay the course. Yeah, stay the course. Make sure you're making money and show them that it's making money. Otherwise, it's hoarding. I absolutely love your 13 videos where you go in the store and show the viewers what to look for and what to avoid in the field. I think it really helps the new people like me. When's your next video? Okay, Greg, are you talking about, because I can do more of those. The last video I did, I put it out last week. I thought, you know what? Let me just turn my camera on and I'll just from start to finish go through this thrift store. It might be boring to some people, but I mean, the first half of that video is me looking through crap that you guys look through, you know, Target brands and Shein and all that. But then we end up filling up a cart. So if you're talking about like a video like that, where I go over every single thing I go through the store, I can do that. Like, I don't buy this, I'd buy this if it had that sort of thing. Friends and family will always be the last to understand what you do. That's for anything. Probably true. Angry Otter reacts with some good messages. I sold all of my Suit Supply. I know, Tams, that stuff, Suit Supply is a bomb. I dropped the price on this because it hasn't sold in like 2 years. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren swimsuit. It's just dingy. I don't know. Sold for $12. Whatever. Bought it for $3.99. I own a high-end boutique. Definitely don't skip over the kids section. Just know the brands and you'll make large profits off smaller inventory. High Cotton Kids. There you go. Actually, Mike's in here. Mike said he's been going through the kids section a little bit too. for his own kids and for reselling. Smart. Kids stuff is, if you watch kids clothes on Whatnot too, people pay up for that stuff. Love your, hey, Laura, thank you. Appreciate you. Personally, I love to see the day in the life of you thrifting. Like, what's it? Okay, they like all the thrift stores, Gary or Greg, all the thrift stores, Greg. Have you guys noticed that they're like everyone's doing day in the life shorts, day in the life of a thrifter? I can't do that now because everyone's doing it. I don't like doing what everyone's doing for the most part. Okay, I'll keep those coming. The shopping video, a summary at the end of what's listed or what sold would be most helpful. Okay. Thought about doing a video, then coming back at the end and like showing what I got and talking about it more instead of maybe talking about it during the video. I don't know. Okay, I'll keep making those. I can make those. How are sales? I've been staying consistent with daily listings and it's paying off. Exactly. I've actually been listing daily and it has also been paying off. My sales have been great across all platforms. Like I said, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, everything. eBay, they've been good. eBay's actually been a little bit slower than the rest. Everyone loves the shopping vids. Keep up the vids, makes you unique. Yeah, I like those shopping videos. I don't know. I like the long form shopping videos. But I do miss doing my live videos because I like shooting the shit with people. You know me. These are Prana pants. You got to look out for these Prana pants. Again, always newbies. If you already know this, get back to taking your pictures or listing. But Prana pants, these are a good size, 36, 34. And these have the one cargo pocket on the side. They're called the Zion pants. They sold for $32.99. I love picking up Prana pants and shorts. I'm going to say I don't like picking up the shirts, but of course a shirt sold, which I'll show you later. So there's that. It's usually the way it works. Plan for summer slowdown. How does summer typically go for you? Well, you will find summer slowdown, but the way I do it, which I think a lot of you guys know by now, is I'm a seasonal seller. So during summer, I have boxes and totes of spring and summer items that I will just be listing and listing and listing. There is a summer slowdown, but I've gotten through it for every year, 8 years, 9 years, however many years now. It's doesn't die off. You just have to list what people are buying, especially if you find good items. People are always going to be buying good items like vintage Polo Ralph Lauren or whatever. But stuff slows down a little bit. And also remember with the summer, if you just started in the winter, your average sales price in the summer is lower than in the winter, right? You're not selling jackets for 50. You're selling polos and stuff for 20 and 25. So just remember that. You're going to have to sell more items too. Oh, lots of questions. I like your haul videos. I'm going to keep doing those, Audrey. You know I'm going to keep doing those. When are you going to do a video or live with K-Way again? I saw one and it was very interesting. I'll talk to him. We'll do a live soon. I mean, that dude and I talk every day, but he's been busy at night with with doing Whatnot stuff and making his own videos, and I've just been listening to stuff. We just haven't been like, let's do it. I'll talk to him about it. Do I wash my inventory? No, Greg. I only wash stuff if it has a stain that I missed or if I missed a smell. But again, when I go thrifting, I usually put my stuff right here while I'm looking through the racks and I can smell if it smells like smoke. I have a nose of a dog. Sold a vintage jacket on Depop. Brand East West. Had over 200 plus likes in 3 days. Several $60 offers. I was sure it'd sell for $84, and it did. Paid $12 for it. Sold within a week. Let's go. Veronica obviously had something good there. If you got tons of offers, especially on Depop, those kids wanted it. Does it hurt your store if you put it on vacation mode for a couple of days? No, it doesn't hurt your store at all. You're just going to get less sales because there's two vacation modes, right? This is a Robert Graham all over crazy print. I think I had this in a video too. This sold for $45 international sale, so I'll never see this again on eBay. But vacation mode, there's two. There's one where people can still buy and it'll just ship It'll let them know it will ship when you come back. And then there's one where you'll just completely turn it on ghost mode where no one can buy. I recommend doing the one where you set it out where you come back so people can still buy. Like I'm going on spring break this year. My sales will probably be down 50%. I also will be listing. So I'll be taking tons of pictures over the next couple weeks, have a ton of items in my phone that I can list during downtime on spring break. My photos are very good. I found it's my phone. What do you use for photos? My phone. I use my phone, and I've been using the aperture, the temperature thing a lot more with my new setup. Excited about his polo palette, right? Yeah, his polo palette. K-Way's doing a whatnot this weekend with this polo. The K-Way shop, Kayla and Wayne, with this polo stuff. I'm pretty sure this weekend. So pay attention to that. All brand new with tags, polo palette finds. What's up, Aaron? What's the best time of year to post ties year round? I post ties year round. I think maybe weddings are year round. I don't know. Year round. Do you raid Profit Monster after no, I didn't. I did not stay in Wayne's whatnot. I bought a couple things. I bought one thing and then I watched a little bit and then I turned it off and watched the Purdue basketball game. Because I went to Purdue and it's the Big Ten tournament. All right, here is a Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve shirt, like rugby shirt, right? It's not a rugby shirt. It's just a common Polo Ralph Lauren. When these are in good condition, the long sleeve, I do pick these up. In my picture, if you can see my picture, it looks like that. See how the sleeves kind of crossed into the, that's how it looks. Sold for $19.99 via promoted listing. Let me pack this up and make sure it's going to the right buyer. And I'll get to the next question. Cynthia. So there's just a regular bread and butter Polo Ralph Lauren that a lot of people might pass up. And I get it. Not everyone has time to make those $10, $12 profits. I sure didn't when I was first starting. I wanted the bigger profit items. Real quick, next item. This is a Levi's brand new with tags 550 Relax Fit. 550 is not the best model to pick up. 550 and 505s are usually the cheapest. This sold for $23.40. So this was a Nifty offer that Nifty sent out while I was doing something else. So yeah. Also, I will mention if you're just now joining or you're new or whatever, highly recommend getting Nifty. Cross-listing, sending out offers. I have a video on it on YouTube and on Facebook. Go watch it. And if you want to try it for free, there's a code on there, or there's a link on there, and on surfsupfinds.com and in my link tree. And 50% off your first month. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Recently bought a Gucci dress for $4.99. Are most rich brands like that harder to move? They're not harder to move. Let me tell you about this. Let's talk about it because I'm doing a pickup today with someone that I went to. I don't want to talk about it, but so if you're doing consignment and stuff for people or you're buying clothes off of people, very, very high-end brands like high-end suit brands, Zegna or Canali or Gucci or any of those, they're really, really expensive, and the resale value is way, just a fraction of what those costs new. So they will do well, but it's just they're not going to get near what they sold for brand new. Yeah, Gucci dress will do just fine. Let's see. I've been all eBay through and through. Need to cross list though. I'm not hyped on learning the new platforms. Are Posh and Depop easy to manage? Jay Boogie, let me tell you, I don't do anything other than print my labels on Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Other than like when people offer me things or give me offers, I'll reply with the offer. So I answer offers and I do my labels, print off labels. Literally, that's all I do. Because with Nifty, I just cross-list over there. It goes over to those platforms, and then I'll turn them on, and people buy stuff. I print those labels. Or people will make offers, and I'll just respond to those offers. So easy. I don't spend any time over there. Spend the most time on eBay because that's where I'm looking up comps. That's where I'm listing my items, and then I'm importing them to Nifty and cross-listing them. Super easy. Definitely recommend it. How do you think Bo gets a hookup where he has so many high sell-through rate items and he can sell and whatnot instead of getting premium each on eBay? Cookie, I'm not sure. I know he's been campaigning a lot for like getting people to sell inventory to him or thrift for him or whatever. So I don't really know for sure how that's working. And he did like a phone call thing. We did a live with him before. I think he did a phone call where he had an AI send like messages to all like the richer neighborhoods in his area. If they want to give away donations, he'll come pick them up with clothing. So I'm not sure. Is it normal for eBay to double list an item? I noticed several of my listings are doubled after ending and relisting. Christy, it's usually not normal. I don't have that issue, so I would try to figure that one out. I don't know how to answer that because I don't have that issue. Polo Ralph Lauren, gingham check. It's like Groundhog's Day. I always talk Polo Ralph Lauren, gingham check. Why? Because they're my best-selling print for Polo Ralph Lauren. $21.99 is what that sold for. $21.99. I ended up buying a used iPhone dedicated to my business to keep all my daily phone. Not hooked up to my carrier, just connect to the Wi-Fi. It's been great. Tim, I thought about that. If I were to hire someone to take photos, I thought about that. Not a bad idea. And as always, that's a write-off for your business, right? That's a business expense. So at the end of the year, you can write that off against your business profits, right? So that's something to think about as well. All right. So this is why I don't get Prana shirts. I've had this Prana shirt for a long, long time. I've lowered the price and lowered the price. I just don't do well with them. Prana shirt. This sold for $12.15. So I did get a Nifty offer, but it sold for $12.15. That's awful. $12.15. That is awful. What do I have these? What is this? Oh yeah, those are the wrong ones. I think I have heard you mention to keep an eye out for local college clothing depending on the popularity. Do you think LSU falls into that category? Greg, funny you mentioned that. Funny you mentioned that. Let me get that on there. And then I sold one more Ralph Lauren belt. I'm going to put this on the box, and then I'm going to show you something. So Audra's going to probably give a shout out, but here's an LSU polo shirt that I bought. I bought 3 Vineyard Vines polos like this. I just listed them. I sold 2 of them. This one will probably sell really quick. It's a Vineyard Vines polo. So if you find a good brand with a good college, like an SEC school, a Big Ten school, an ACC school, an Ivy League school, I pick them up. This is $5. I think I have it listed for around like 27 or 25 or something. A piece of scrap. I love Nifty, but they need to announce when maintenance will be occurring to expect downtime. Yeah. The last like 3 days, I feel like there's been a lot of downtime for maintenance on Nifty for sure. That's something you should message them, their customer support, and be like, could you send an email or like post on Instagram or whatever? Like expect downtime between noon and 1 on this day. Found my first Brioni tie this weekend. That's over $50. You found a $50 bill or more sitting on the ground or hanging off the tie rack. Also, there are lots of fakes to be careful. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Oliver? How often do you answer messages on eBay? I answer all my eBay messages. I love Nifty. I love Nifty too. No returns on Poshmark too, right? Poshmark, you rarely get returns. You do, but rarely. Is Nifty going to add Etsy? Yes. So I talked to her personally, and she said her goal is by the end of Q1, which is the end of this month. So yes, that was her goal. Just talked to her like a week or two ago. Said my goal is hopefully my goal is by the end of Q1 to add Nifty. And I'm pretty sure Whatnot's going to be coming before long too. I found a new to me Zero Foxtrot flannel. Zero Foxtrot, guys. Obviously, it sounds like a military or some sort of code name. Flannel selling between $30 and $40, but thinking about using it before selling. Yeah, I wear, like when I go on spring break, I'm going to definitely pull out some clothes and wear it on spring break. Got to wear your inventory. Then you can wash it. I do good with Notre Dame and Tennessee Vols. Yeah, Notre Dame does really well for me as well. Also, really well for me also. Okay, let's do Mercari real quick. Mercari, 4 items. 4 items. 1, 2, 3, 4. First item is a pair of Judy blue jeans. These sold for $19.79. A nifty offer. A nifty offer. Do you have a death pile? Yes, I have a huge death pile. I have totes and totes of inventory that are off season. And then now I have totes and totes of inventory that are going to be on season. So I have a big death pile. But it keeps me in business. It always makes it so I have stuff to list. I could take 2 or 3 weeks off from thrifting and have plenty to list if I wanted to. But I also like making thrifting content too. So it's all part of it for me. On it, Surf. Let's go. Yep. Piece of scrap. Let's do it. So this is going out FedEx because it's on Mercari, right? Next item, Jarbo. I found some really good Jarbo jean shorts yesterday. They had that tape, that track tape. These sold for 38. No. These sold for $21.60, I think. $21.60. $21.60, and these are also going out. These are going out FedEx. Let's see. What's your number 1 thrift store brand? Goodwill. So, Greg, in Indy, we have almost everything's Goodwill here in Indy. Goodwills own our city. Goodwills own our city. We need more thrift stores. We have other thrift stores, but they just can't compete with like Goodwill's pricing. What are the pros and cons of getting started on Whatnot? It's intimidating. Also live. Oh, what's up, Northern Indiana? Go Notre Dame. The pros and cons. So, well, if you don't mind talking live, then that's one big thing to get out of the way. That could be a con for some people. They don't like to be live. They don't like to talk in front of people. But the pros is you get rid of your inventory fast. So you can go buy stuff the same day, sell it that day, ship it that day. No photos, nothing. Where if you go get 50 items, it might take you a few days to get through all those photos and listings, right? Now, you will get less money on Whatnot, almost always on your items. Sometimes you'll be surprised. But also a con is getting it started, getting people in there to your show. But I do feel like I've seen it become easier if you do curated shows. Like if you do a kids vintage clothing show, that will pop up on people's radars because there are more and more people on Whatnot and people come to that show. Or if you do just a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed show, people come to just that show. So benefits, your average buy cost or your buy cost in your items is the biggest thing to keep in mind. If you can keep your buy costs low, I think Whatnot is a great place to sell stuff. On Nifty, if you have 20 pieces on eBay, what happens on Poshmark? It only allows 16 pieces. Street, I'm not sure. I haven't had that issue. You can contact customer support with that issue. What I usually do, I do have some multi-quantity stuff over there, but what I do, if I get like 5 belts like I had earlier, like 5 belts, I'll list A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. And I'll have 5 listings on eBay, and then I can cross-list them onto Poshmark and Depop and Mercari too. That's what I usually do. And I'll just put that to the end of the listing, at the end of the title, A1, A2. No one knows what that means but me. Okay, so here is Vineyard Vines with the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints, this sold for $22.50, another nifty offer. I would definitely suggest a dedicated phone. I got mine very cheap used. Only need to use it to connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, I like that. The main thing is I just want a good camera on it, or a decent camera. Just saying, you a Polo Ralph Lauren quarter zips sold for $38. Not popular with girls. Is it, Audra? As well as a cable knit sweaters for spring. Audra is on top. Listen, if you don't follow, I don't even know how much Audra. She's over in the surf resale community. She's like the head of it, and she is always knowing what's trending. Always. She's told me different things like certain Polo Ralph Lauren like that. what's trending. She has a daughter that goes to college in New York, so I'm sure she hears a lot of it from her, but she also follows people on Poshmark. What's your favorite, or on Instagram? What's your favorite brand for you to wear besides Lulu? Oh man, besides Lululemon, I'm trying to wear more Polo Ralph Lauren. I wear lots of different brands. Not workout brands, but if it's like a nice, I've been trying to wear more Ralph Lauren stuff. Good question though, Greg. Hit 20K in sales last year as a part-time reseller, aiming for 30 this year. Aaron, you'll get 30. You'll get 30. You got this. Crank it out. You got it. Masters Tech. You know I love my Masters Tech. This sold for $38. $38 over on Mercari. $38 on Mercari. Now, I sold more items on Depop than Poshmark. What? Former teacher too. What's up, former teacher? So live talking is second nature. Yeah, you know, multitasking, live talking, all that sort of stuff. Who's your strong? Let's go. Yeah, whatnot. Try it. You don't know unless you try it. Pictures. Sorry, I missed whatever. I misspoke. Saw you sell a Collars & Co. the other day. Definitely a pickup right now. Sell quickly for 30. Yes, Tim. Collars & Co. Picked it up, listed it, sold. Bam, bam, bam. Really, really quick. Okay. Depop. 2 different Untuck It size small to 2 different people. Actually, the same person. Sorry, buddy. You bought the same shirt. So Untuck It size small. They sold for $20 a piece. $20 a piece. Size small. That's not true. Trisha Smith holds down the floor for search. You both do. Trisha and you. What's the best phone camera? Guys, what's the best phone camera? Tell her. I'm going to say, I don't know. All I know is the iPhone, so I can't say it's the best because that's all I know. Trisha, I've been summoned. Yeah, you and Audra are like the pillars of the reseller community. Good morning, Running Yahoo. All right, here's that other one. These are just 100% cotton, size small. I do not pick these up anymore. I know I just sold 2 of them. They just sit and sit and sit. I pick up performance ones. They have to have a good blend of something. A good blend. It's fairly recent iPhone. Do research on pros and cons. Yeah. So I'm agreed. Tams with you. I got the 13-inch great. Whenever I'm like wanting to compare to get something, like when I was looking at GoPros, so I'll probably sell my other one now too because I don't use it. Always compare. I always go to YouTube and say, what's the best, iPhone camera? What's the best camera on an iPhone 3 years ago or 2 years ago or older iPhone, or what's a better camera, a Samsung or an iPhone, whatever. I always go to YouTube and look that stuff up. All right, still on Depop, guys. A pair of South Pole shorts. These sold for less money because someone drew a Playboy bunny on them. I mean, they're kind of cool, but someone drew that on them. But that didn't stop me. I knew they would still sell. They sold for $24. $24 on Depop. $24. Do Tommy Bahama silk shirts sell well? Yeah, I actually packed one up earlier. It just depends on what it is. The one I had earlier had a big stitch embroidery on the back. I love my iPhone 15 camera. There you go. I don't know. I have the latest iPhone. Whatever the latest iPhone is, I have that. I get one every 2 years, and I got one in the fall. And it has this little camera button here on the side, which I actually found it really annoying. So I disabled this little camera button on the side. It's like when you're shooting like this, but when I'm doing pictures, my hand rubs against it, and it always messes my pictures up. So with that phone, just keep that in mind. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren linen. Yeah, linen, like sun washed out shirt. It sold for Polo Ralph Lauren $21. $21. It's kind of washed out. That's why I sold it for cheap. About how much you try to make off each piece you sell. I heard someone say 3 times what they paid for it. Thanks. So Nancy, it just all depends on what you have time for, what you're wanting to do. I like to make $10 to $12 minimum per item, and it has to be an item that I can list very quickly at that price. So, for example, I can list that quickly, Polo Ralph Lauren's quickly. Like this Polo Ralph Lauren, I sold this one for $23. This has that striped. It's not a seersucker, but it's striped. I can list this for in like under 2 minutes. I can take photos, measurements, and have it listed in under 2 minutes. So I'm fine making a $10 or $12 profit on this shirt. It just depends what you want. I might have to get some more. I'll have a few more. I was gonna say I might have to get some more bags, but I'll be good. I picked up 2 Ivy Cool men. Ivy Cool makes men's stuff striped. 1 blue, 1 gray, same size. Lot 1 or 2 separate. Paid $7 each. Amy, I've never found an Ivy Cool men's, so I'd have to look that up. I've only found Cool men's. I've only found Ivy Cool women's. So I'd have to look that one up. But nice finds. Here is North Face. North Face cargo shorts. Men's. They have a little bit of an older tag. They're size 40. Size 40. These sold for $25. $25. The North Face shorts. Paid $3.99. Guys, when I'm going through all this, my average cost is $5.25 for everything. It's my average cost of goods. It's $5.25. So whenever I talk about anything, you can just pretend I'm saying $5.25 for everything. Oh. Whoops. Next item. Some Doc Marten women's shoes. Doc Marten women's shoes. These sold for $80 bucks. And I paid $9 green. So $9 for these. Sold them for $80. Good little sale right there. Yes, threw me off first too. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen those. Ivy Cool men's. So I use this paper right here. Super easy. Everything I use is in my link tree on my Amazon link. And then like Nifty and everything's on that. And on surfsupfinds.com if you guys are new and wondering what I use. But I do love these. I'm never going to tell people like, go buy stuff or whatever. And I don't care if you use my link or whatever. These are just great. I don't even know if I've ever. So you get a little commission on Amazon if people use your link. And it's so little that I never even really look at it. They're like performance stretchy. Okay. Yeah, so they're probably just like the women's, right? Just like the women's Ivy Cool. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Boop. All right, so these are going in here. And these are going out ground. What's up, South Carolina, Jessica? How you doing? South Carolina, I bet the weather's really nice there too. Really nice. Okay. So last sales were on Poshmark. 5 sales, some good things. So pay attention. Some good things. Wax and Tartans, what's up? Morning, mate. Have you noticed Lululemon Athleta sales have just tanked? Yeah, Lululemon stuff doesn't sell for near as much as it used to. So you just might have to swallow the pride of it. Used to selling a lot, and now just price it down. I just have to price my stuff down. 0 views of my Lulu stuff. 0 views. Yeah, just got to price it down. Let's just start off with the banger. Bought this for like $5. Yeah, $5.25 is my average buy cost. I remember getting this at a local thrift store. It's not a Goodwill, but you know that brand, Cucinelli or however you call it. This sold on Poshmark for $70. No best offer, no nothing. Someone just bought it. They said, I want that. $70. So that's a great brand to be on the lookout for. We're doing Poshmark. So we're doing priority envelopes. Priority envelopes. This one's going out here. I'm going to put this one in a padded just because it would suck if those buttons got hurt or something, which I've never had happen before. But if I can put it in the padded flat rate for the same for the same price as if I put it in one of these Tyveks, I'm putting it in a padded. $70 shirt, you betcha. Kuchiko. Is that Kuchikuli? I don't even know. I don't know how to pronounce it. This was a cool shirt too. Just listed that, by the way. Just listed this. Color Block. I got these actually both at the same place. Color Block Brooks Brothers XL. There's no hit, just a little pocket right there. It sold for $23 on Poshmark. $23 on Poshmark. I will put this in one of these though. Especially their cashmere. Oh, I know. Their cashmere is the bomb. If I find anything in that brand, it's the bomb. The brand's like one of the best brands. One of the best brands. Now these Tyveks, this particular pack of Tyveks, they are not sticky. They are not sticky. All right. That sold for $23, I said. Viore, just a Viore plain shirt. Sells better than Lululemon. This sold really quickly. This sold, there's your little hit. Looks like a Ukrainian flag. This sold for $21. Paid $5. Last question. Great. You can ask as many questions as you want. That's what I'm here for. I wouldn't come on here if I didn't want questions. What are your top 3 selling brands for you to sell? Thanks for all the answers. You want to see the top 3? I can show you super quick. Watch this. I'm going to go straight over to Nifty. For all you people that have Nifty, you know what's up. If you don't, check this out. You get your analytics. I can go over to my insights. I can go to this last quarter, Q1. And here are this was a watch, so don't look at that. That doesn't make anything. Here are my best-selling brands. Polo Ralph Lauren, Peter Millar, Levi's, Brooks Brothers, Nike. Those are my top-selling brands, the top 5. So I can show you right away. This is all on Nifty. So this is where you cross-list all your items. This is where it sends out offers. All the things on Nifty. Cross-list, send out offers, recreates. You have all your analytics where it takes your cost of goods and your profits and all that stuff. It imports all of that. It's the best cross-lister. And I'll show you. If you want to try it for free, you can just click on that link right there on surfstopfinance.com. All right. That's an easy question. Good morning, Danny. Beyond Yoga sells better than Lulu. There you go. Poshmark shipping is always easy. Fun. Brooks Brothers shirt. Easter. It is Easter. That's right. I could have put Easter in the listing, couldn't I, of Audra, this time of year? I'm like, gosh, these are not sticking. Probably because I didn't take that off. But I will put this sticker right on the top. All right, next item is another one of those vineyard vines with a logo on it. This is a New York Mets. So New York Mets vineyard vine. So I sold 2 of the 3 of these that I listed. This sold for $25. Jeez Louise. $25 on this. It's going to head out. First time catching you live. What's up, Brian? Appreciate all the advice. Listening and taking pictures. Yep. That's like the name of the game for me too. Listening to live, listening to people's old lives or YouTube videos or whatever. That's what I do. But thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. That's sick. I know. Isn't that cool? Hoosier here who left public education as a parent liaison to homeschool my grandson. There you go. As a part-time resell, I'm from a very small rural town, so sourcing can be challenging. Hey, where are you from, Aaron? In Indiana. Yep. It's sad. All these teachers have been leaving since the pandemic. Good teachers, too. How much is Nifty? If you click on that link, you'll get a free trial. And then you can just go from there. So it just depends on what you want. So click on that, give you a free trial. You'll see right here. So you get 15% off your first month. And then you can you can sign up. You'll hit sign up, and then you can look at the pricing. So if you just want automation for one platform, it's $25 for all of them, which is your offers, your relist, everything is $35. If you want to just cross list, which gives you the analytics right here, it's $39.99 a month. Or if you want both, which of course I do, and most people do, because you want to do the automation too, which does your sharing on Poshmark, it's $69.99 a month. Or if you have a lot too, if you list a ton, it's $89.99 a month. So you can just go over there and look at that stuff. Interesting. Sales are great, but annoying. I have to wait 3 days after delivery to get my cash. I sold 3 Zegna shoes for $550, itching to get my money. Wax and Tartans, what's the deal with that? You're not new to the platforms, are you? Nick, what's up, Nick? You're late. They added an expensive function now too. Was able to cancel my Microsoft Office subscription and use Nifty. Nick, what is that? Dude, you're selling stuff, your phone keeps dinging. I know. It's not selling stuff. It's a family text. Like my in-laws family text when my sister has three siblings, and then everyone's on there. This brand right here is Anya. New at tags. This is a retail arbitrage. I've had this for a while, and it sold for $43 on Poshmark. Thanks, Poshmark. Are sales down for you the past 3 months? No, February is usually a slower month for me, Scott, and it proved out to be a slower month, but things are picking up now in March, and they usually do well all the way through May. Rockville, Covered Bridge, capital of the world. Oh, there you go. Do you guys have the Covered Bridge Festival there? Found 20, oh my gosh, found 20 robot quarter zips at Marshall's for $15 each in late January. Has sold 15 for an average of $7 a piece. Number one, Roback at Marshall's. How about that? And then what a freaking find. That is a perfect example of retail arbitrage. Perfect example of retail arbitrage. But that is my last item. Oh man, what did I miss? You guys know you can rewatch this. But yeah, that's it. I've got to go make this pickup. Polo Ralph Lauren. Appreciate you guys always coming in and giving the advice. Let's say I buy bubble wrap, shipping bags, maybe a store subscription. I can add those expenses into Nifty and have my profit and loss ready without any extra work. Oh, yeah. So with the analytics, it's your spreadsheet, basically. You don't have to have a separate spreadsheet. Rockville was the first town to host the Covered Bridge Festival, and it still does. Let's go, Aaron. Yep, that's a big festival. See, I know you're a little small town. All right, everybody, I'm going to head out. Peace. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.